guys and girls on Ask Japanese, it's Cathy Cat. This time I'm going to talk about my quarantine routine in the afternoon right until I go to bed and go to sleep. What keeps me happy, what keeps me healthy. So you've seen in my morning routine me getting ready, getting up early, and after my Twitch stream I usually tidy everything away, just say goodbye and then head over to the kitchen where I prepare myself a quick lunch. Now I'm not really a cooking person and I see so many people who've done some really amazing quarantine dishes, but I'm not a cook.
Needs a bit more. Something's burning.
And I don't actually have that much time because I still am working full time. So I'm quickly having my lunch around 12 and I'm allowing myself to have one quick little treat, which is actually looking some anime, watching some anime episodes and similar things. That's just a little thing to keep myself motivated and allow myself to do something that's not productive while I'm eating. Now you might be thinking that was a fairly relaxed morning, but the afternoon is actually very chock-packed full with work. Even during the quarantine time, Ask Japanese is still working full-time, so the director and I are trying to get you out a lot of content, which means I will have to do subtitles, which is one of the main things I'm doing for you guys. All the English subtitles are done by me, well, almost all of them I'd say. And then also on top of that, descriptions, titles, similar things like that. The time in between I'm also filling up by doing two things at the same time, doing quite a lot of things at the same time. So I'm running the washing machine at the same time as well. Recently what I started doing is editing, so you can see now that this video here is edited by me as well as the driver's license video that you might have seen. And what keeps me happy during my editing and working times are my cups of tea. There's a lot of those. And man, do I love my cups of tea. It wouldn't be the same thing without, wait for it. And then add a little bit of cream. Jump, tea bag, jump, yes! Goodbye. And then a cookie. Or two. Sometimes three. Those cookies are gonna come back to haunt me. Mmm, creamy. So I keep up doing my translation game. It's surprising how long a translation takes. Generally a video of 10 minutes can take me up to 100 minutes just translating, depending on if they're in English, Japanese or mixed languages at this point in time. So videos in which I talk over there are usually quicker because they're in English, but everything that's in Japanese sometimes takes me a little bit of extra translation time. And that takes me all the way through the day until evening. So since I started late, means I also will finish late, so I'll finish around 9-10 p.m. And when I finished, it's time to do more productive stuff. Well, in a way, or mixing two things. While I'm preparing my dinner or washing my dishes, I will listen to audiobooks and similar, so I feel again like I'm doing two things at the same time and being a bit more productive, and at the same time also having something fun in there. I might also be calling friends, family, or fans during that time, or my Patreons, just to see that I put the most into my day and use the time that I have wisely. And then it's time. Goodbye to the fancy dresses. You think, what could be happening next? My dear. Goodbye, fancy pigtails. I might actually be taking off my makeup before that, but this time I'm leaving it on. It's time for the ponytail. I know. Now from this angle, my arm looks huge. Holy moly. That does very... I should have put the camera somewhere else. But you can also see my muscles in my arms from holding the microphone. Oh man, my arms are way too muscly. Never mind. Let's change the scene for a moment, please. Time to put on the geeky glasses. Oh yeah. Are you ready? Step number 1. Step number 2! Woohoo! You got it! It's time for my very own home gym. Now I started playing the Ring Fit Adventure during the quarantine time. I try to do it once a day if I can, and I try to be consistent with it. Consistency is key here. It's not obviously a super hard workout, but since we can't go outside and all gyms are closed, this helps me to do something. This is too embarrassing, so let's not show me working out and go straight stretching. This is the part of my daily routine that I find the hardest to stick to daily. I exercise for around 20 minutes at a minimum or more depending on how it goes, and I sometimes adjust the level to be kind of tired at the end of these 20 minutes really. I sometimes also go for a run outside, but just these simple movements of staying inside, stretching and moving a little bit keeps me happy and keeps me healthy, especially the stretching, because obviously we are not moving much right now. The stretching is really important because your muscles and everything can get so stiff from just sitting around all day and working in the same environment. And because there's no office, even for making cups of tea, I don't really have to go far. Now, I'm not under the illusion that that is going to change much, especially with the amount of cookies I'm having. So in the future, I'm probably going to get a couple of comments from guys saying that I've gone a bit chubby, but then we're going to work on that once the quarantine time is over. Finally, another promise to myself I'm giving is to write a list for what I really want to do on the next day. It's so simple yet so important to write down the most important things I want to get done on the next day, and it's like a promise that I'm not allowed to break. So I try to write at least 3 things down that I want to achieve on the next day, and I try to stick to them on the next day. Very important. And then it's time to take off my makeup. Now, I might have taken the makeup off straight after my Twitch stream or just took the makeup off before sports, but depending on how busy the day is, I sometimes only get to take it off right in the evening once everything is over. So just taking off the makeup. I have some very good moisture wipes. They're like super moisturized. So wiping them over my face is actually taking most of the makeup off. And then I have a very gentle washing foam from Dove that I keep using to just get rid of all the other little bits that might be there. And then lots of moisturizer is my key and my recommendation. The air right now in Japan is so dry, so I try to moisturize a lot to just bring that moisture back. And now it's time for my favorite part of the day. Oh yeah, it is. Push it. Come on girl, push it. Push it. Yes! Japanese baths are amazing. You can set a certain temperature, and then that is the temperature of the water that's gonna come out here. And the most amazing thing is it will stop automatically at a certain water level that you've set yourself, and it will keep the temperature at the temperature you set for hours unless you stop it. So you're gonna have a bath in the right temperature that doesn't get cold. I know, right? It's like one of the most amazing Japanese inventions. I love it so much. It's one of the best things. And in some bathrooms, you even can set the ventilation to dry the bathroom after you shower or bath. And the last thing I do before I go to sleep, and that's my last step in my routine, is to write into my 5-year diary. Now you can see 2019 is already filled in, but from 2020 all the way to 2023, every day I will write down what happened on that day in a short note. This habit has been so good for me. It's the idea of reflecting on the day, what I've done on the day, what I've achieved on the day, and it also lets me look back on what I've done the year before. And to be honest, I'm seeing a lot of fun things that I've done the year before, and of course it's sad that I can't be doing these things, but at the same time it's making me think that good days are gonna come again. In a way, it's a motivation for me to think of all the things that I used to do and the things that I hope we can all do again once the virus situation has gone better. It's a way of being grateful for what I have. It reminds me of what I can do right now, and it also currently is become a quarantine diary, so I can see what every day of the quarantine I have achieved. It's so easy to just let the day pass as it goes along if you're all day inside. So being structured and focused on your goals, making sure you have a routine in order to build a habit of being more productive is so vital, especially in these times. Now, with quarantines and states of emergency all over the world, it's hard to tell what the future will bring for each and every of our countries where we're living right now. The only thing we can control right now is though how we will react to the situation. One of my mottos is don't think of what you don't have, think of what you have right now and what you can do with it. Let's do our best, stay inside, stop the spread, and see to it that we overcome this as soon as possible. So guys, please stay safe, stay healthy, and don't lose hope. We can do this. Good night. Don't forget to subscribe.